Dwayne Johnson is finally opening up about one of the most emotional details hidden inside the upcoming Jumanji movie, and it is a moment that longtime fans may find especially moving. As the franchise prepares for its fourth and final chapter, Johnson revealed how a quiet, heartfelt tribute to the late Robin Williams found its way into the film, not as a publicity move, but as a genuine act of respect. While attending a celebration honoring first-time Golden Globe nominees, Johnson spoke candidly about wanting to acknowledge the man who started it all. Robin Williams, who passed away in 2014, was the heart and soul of the original 1995 Jumanji, playing Alan Parrish, a character forever tied to childhood wonder, fear, and resilience.
And make an incredible discovery.
For Johnson, stepping into a franchise with that kind of legacy came with responsibility.
I'm not gonna get in there. You get in there.
I got a backpack on. You don't get in water with a backpack. Everybody knows that.
He admitted that the idea to honor Williams was always there, but the execution was unclear. Johnson knew he did not want anything loud or distracting. No dialogue callouts, no forced emotional beats, just something meaningful that felt right. That is when an unexpected idea came from the costume department. The solution was beautifully simple. The original Jumanji dice. The same dice that rolled fate, chaos, and adventure in the first film. Once the idea was pitched, it instantly clicked. Those dice became a silent bridge between generations of Jumanji, connecting Williams' legacy to the modern reimagining led by Johnson. Rather than using the dice briefly or hiding them in a background prop, Johnson made a deliberate choice. He wore them around his neck throughout filming, not just for a scene, not just for promotion, every single day on set. For him, it was not a costume accessory, it was a reminder. He later shared footage from the set where he proudly showed the dice hanging against his chest, explaining that it was his way of honoring Robin Williams and acknowledging the foundation the original film laid. The gesture was subtle enough that casual viewers might miss it, but powerful enough that fans who notice it will understand exactly what it represents. What makes the tribute even more touching is how personal it was for Johnson. This was not a studio mandate. It was not a marketing idea. It came from a place of gratitude. Johnson has often spoken about respecting the history of franchises he joins, and Jumanji in particular carries emotional weight far beyond box office numbers.
To Robin, to that entire crew of Jumanji 30 years ago today, we love you, we thank you.
Robin Williams' performance in the original film defined the tone of Jumanji. He brought vulnerability, humor, and humanity to a story about survival and imagination. For many viewers, that version of Jumanji was tied to childhood memories, making Williams' presence irreplaceable. When Jumanji was reimagined in 2017 as Welcome to the Jungle, there was understandable skepticism. Turning the mystical board game into a video game was a risk, but the reboot succeeded by honoring the spirit of the original while updating the format for a new generation. That balance carried into the next level and now into the final chapter. Johnson, alongside Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and Karen Gillan, helped transform Jumanji into a modern blockbuster franchise without erasing its roots. And this tribute feels like the final confirmation that the filmmakers never forgot where the journey began. Williams' absence has always been felt, even when unspoken. The dice necklace acknowledges that absence without trying to replace it. It says thank you, quietly and respectfully. The upcoming film is set to close the Jumanji saga, and knowing that it carries a piece of Robin Williams with it makes the farewell feel more complete. For fans who grew up watching Alan Parrish escape the jungle, and for new audiences who discovered Jumanji through Dr. Bravestone, the gesture ties everything together. Sometimes the most powerful tributes are the ones that do not demand attention. They simply exist, full of meaning, waiting to be noticed. Before you go, if you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes story and love uncovering the emotional details hidden inside your favorite movies, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. And if you are watching on Facebook, do not forget to follow the page so you never miss the latest film stories, tributes, and Hollywood moments.